screen for a few seconds when Roofer invites me in. We'll be right back for the race, but I hope y'all enjoy this tonight.
Yes, sir. We got a good one for Dover coming, guys. 30 drivers.
All right, Roofer, accept your invite and send me one. Okay, did you send me the invite, Roofer? Okay, here we go, guys.
At 30 cars at Dover. This is a 100% race in trucks. It's going to be a crowded half-mile track with 30. Well, I think Dover's actually a 1 mile, but it's still 30 cars on a 1 mile. It's going to be a good race, I'm hoping.
Some reason it's not letting me join. Okay, there we go. I had to wait for it to come up. Yeah, it's not letting me watch race.
Let's see, Shadow, you remember how you told me to do it last night? How did we do that?
Yeah, you have to go through PlayStation button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hit the...
Okay, where's other sessions? Mm-hmm. Okay.
See other sessions?
I'm not seeing that. Okay, yeah. I got overview, I got trending, I got activities, PlayStation Store. Okay, I got the...
Yep.
Okay. I'm still not seeing it. I see friends, party. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Okay, other sessions, okay. Yeah, I need to... Yep. Okay.
It should bring you in.
Okay, it's connecting now, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, watch live race. We are connecting now. So.
Yes, sir. Is that actually Deadpool just makes a move on the 44? I'm not sure who's in the 44, but he's moved way up to second. Blowing my toaster is out front right now. Let me see who this 44 is.
I can call that out for you. I think Robbie did.
73.
Yeah. Hold on, scrolling through this list, I'll find it. Old guys in the 44.
Okay, that don't surprise me. We ran that practice race earlier. He had a good-looking truck. You and him was battling up front. I know Dover's one of old guys' better tracks. So.
Right now we're riding with Deadpool.
Yeah, he's looking good, and I like the paint scheme he's got going on there, actually.
DSR colors.
Yes, sir.
You said old guys in the lead? No.
No, it's the actual Bone My Toaster.
Okay.
So right now we got two dirt experts that have decided to give their hand at asphalt that are actually in the front right now. So that's good news. I'm actually surprised UK's
okay.
as farthest back I've seen UK all season. He's been really dominant in the truck series.
Yeah, UK is actually leading. He's our points leader in the truck series. You know, he has had a stellar year this year.
Yes, he has.
I watched him at the last week, man, and he was wicked fast last week.
You know, I don't know if Jay Doucette in the 16 truck, if he's either on the lead or going a lap down. He might be in the lead because I heard this guy was really fast. He was coming from the Pottles League, joining. So he would have to have like a whole straightaway lead on the leaders. I wouldn't see that. So maybe he's just taking it easy in the first stage. C-Dub in the 53 just made contact, but
he could be taking it easy, or we could have missed a first lap incident.
Right, we did miss a couple laps, right. Tell them we might be able, when we get a break here, we'll ask our in-race reporter, Shadow Grimm, maybe, he can give us a little update on that.
Yeah, and that's the first time in history, guys, that we've had an in-race reporter. We're trying it out tonight in this developmental. If it works out good, you might be seeing a little more of that, throughout the Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series. It was kind of me and Roofer's idea to kind of have that tonight. So hopefully it goes well.
I'm going to give Woodruff the credit, actually. Yeah. Dwayne Woodruff brought it up in the broadcast chat. I did have the idea before when we didn't have anybody to invite for us.
Yep.
Broadcast for us. I kind of had the idea, but Woodruff, brought it up tonight, and I'm glad he did because it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think we can't. Yeah, it's hard to give you guys a lap count sometimes, and just to have somebody that's actually out there on the track, it's good. As Deadpool is actually pulled up on the leader or second place there, we're not quite sure yet, but he's either trying to take second from Bone My Toaster or the lead here. They're running side by side.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be the lead because I think Bone My Toaster was kind of middle pack when he qualified. I wasn't sure. I didn't quite get a good picture of qualifying, but
they had the good battle. Bone actually held him off.
Yeah.
He put it up underneath him, but Deadpool wasn't going to be aggressive and run him up into the wall. I like that about Deadpool. He's going to take his time, 100% raced.
It's early in the stage, and he's a very patient driver. And a lot of times you'll see him sit back and just watch you and wait for you to make a mistake. That's kind of what we want to see out of our drivers.
Yes.
We don't really want to see you putting a lot. Well, you can put a lot of pressure on the leaders, but we don't want to see you get under them and like push them up the track or anything like that.
Right. That's the best way to. I like how Noco. He kind of. I seen him the way he did it to Jay Wood the other night in the custom cup race at Darlington. He just kind of sat on his bumper and was patient, and he was so close to Jay Wood's bumper that Jay Wood finally made a mistake.
That's right.
He pounced on it.
I'm right with Bone My Toaster now. We're going to take a look at his line. He looks like he holds a pretty good line here at Dover. Real steady through the turns. Almost methodical how his line is. He goes a little high there. Maybe he's trying to catch a little draft, but that's a lap with your leader right there.
Right. I was thinking this could turn out to be a wreck fest with being 30 drivers at Dover, and actually it's been a pretty clean race, man. They've done a good job.
Looks like they had a few little incidents, but that's to be expected with 30 guys. And the thing is, there's just not 30 guys. It's 30 guys looking for teams. This developmental league, a lot of these guys hadn't been signed, and they're trying to prove themselves and make a name for themselves, so it makes them race a whole lot harder.
Exactly. And we actually got one of the team owners, our new team owners, Robbie Vids, out there running with them tonight, and so he gets like a front row seat to scouting some guys. So.
That's right.
Now I tell you what, this JB Doucette guy, if he was at the tail end of the lead lap, he's done a good job of holding Bone My Toaster and Deadpool off, because they haven't made no ground on him.
Most definitely. Has Bone My Toaster been signed yet this year?
That I'm not sure of. I haven't seen him on anybody's roster, to be honest, but if someone's looking for a good racer, I mean, he's an expert on dirt, but he is getting where he needs to be on asphalt.
That's right.
So I think it'd be a really good sign for somebody.
And Toaster, I just got word in the chat that Toaster is a free agent.
Okay.
So that's one of those guys that Robbie Vids and Trey needs to be looking at. They're still needing to pick up several guys to fill their roster. So
everybody getting on pit road here. As I don't think cautions are on, so they could hit pit road full speed, I think.
Yeah.
But everybody actually took it real easy and didn't run each other over getting on pit road. That was a really good job of 7 guys getting on pit road at once there. kind of always wondered what would happen if all 30 guys pitted at once. You know, if what would happen if they have enough pit stalls. You know?
And also, as we just seen right there, Deadpool actually beat him a little bit coming into pit road. So there was about 3 truck lengths in between them at the start before they got on pit road, and when they come down the pit, he just barely nudged his way through there. So let's see how he beats him off the pit road. That's a good job by Deadpool. Trying to get back here now and find Deadpool on the track. He should be your leader after everything cycles out. I'm not exactly sure who your leader is right now, but after everything cycles out, looks like Deadpool is going to be your leader with about 2 truck length lead on Bowl My Toaster at the moment.
Yeah, I would think that would be close. Ooh, it was a 98s around on the backstretch, our Intimidator 3.8, but everybody was able to avoid it. It looked like. Deadpool looked like the plan he was talking about earlier. It looks like it's working in his favor right now. He said he was going to be patient, let the race come to him, and that's pretty much what I've seen out of him so far.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Running a really clean line. Is that? I believe that JD Dissett in the 16 is still right ahead of him. He's doing a great job if he is on the tail end of the lead lap of holding him off.
Yeah.
Really impressed by that.
That necessarily could be your leader.
It could be.
Like I said, as soon as the first stage in, we'll go to RN Race Reporter and find out exactly who the leader is.
He's working his way through traffic. It could. I'm kind of thinking it is the way he's working his way through traffic. If he's not, he's really fast because he's pulling from Deadpool right now.
Roofer, I'm gonna hand the mic over to you. I had to go and make my pick for my numbers next year, so I'm gonna jump off for about 5 minutes and let you have the mic.
Yes, sir. I'm kind of thinking the 16 truck man is our leader, guys. I'm not 100% sure on that, but if he's stayed a good, 3 or 4 seconds ahead of Deadpool, and he's not really reeling him in. So, and I've heard good things about him. I know he's gonna come from the Powell's League, which is a really respected league on NASCAR Heat 4. So. It would not surprise me at all. See C-Dub, he made his way to pit road. There might have been a couple guys that didn't pit and stayed out a few laps longer. Let's see, I'm going Deadpool's on board here. Let's see if he reeling that 16 in any. Yeah, as fast as the times as the 16s is running right now, Deadpool's catching him a little. I'm kind of thinking the 16 might be our leader. With Bone My Toaster back, he'd either be second or third. Old guy, he's right there in the mix. Had a good qualifying, started up front, real strong tonight. That's the one thing about the being in the booth. It's hard knowing where everyone's at. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to somebody else's live stream and check maybe how many laps.
I got you, Rupert.
Okay.
As we speak right now, you're good. As we speak right now, it's 29 out of 45 in the first stage. We are going to have to pit one more time. And the leader right now, I think, is Deadpool, because the 16's actually at the rear of the field right now.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
How's the race going for you so far, brother?
Other than getting, I'm not going to call him out, but other than getting lag wrecked by Slamming Jay, I'm doing great. I'm back here in 11th right now.
Hey, we'll keep up the good work, man, and try to get that top 10 stage win. You've been on a roll lately in these trucks, man. Glad to see
I'm
it.
gonna try to. I got UK on my back door right now, so it's kind of hard to not being intimidated by that champion rolling in right now.
Yes, he is really tough. I've ran with UK and a couple other leagues. You know, he runs several leagues, and he's tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like he's like Jake Guru type tough. Like I can see him coming up to Xfinity next year and making a big name. As the 16 actually made a mistake there and hit the wall right in front of Deadpool. Let's see if Deadpool can get around him cleanly. So far, no problems. Yep, the 16 just kind of pulled over and let him go. See, that's what kind of racers we're looking for right there. He'll probably try to stay right behind him so he can be that first guy a lap down. That's going to be key here coming to the end of the stage 1. And thank all the guys out there watching. We got Kevin, you know, our Taddy, our CEO. He's out there keeping an eye on things, probably scouting. Puddin', he said, hey, I actually need to find Puddin' on the track here and see what he's actually running. I know he's one of you guys' fan favorites. Ooh, as the 4 of Brian Moser is off in the grass on the backstretch. Ooh, it's going to be tough to recover from there. Ooh, the 88 around right on the front stretch too. Uh-oh. He got it going, but he didn't go in that corner full throttle. He kind of let everyone go around him and then got back on it. Really smart driving there. Yep, as just like our in-race reporter said, there's guys starting to make their second pit stop. So it don't look like anybody's going to be able to stretch it to the end. Stage 1 anyways. I'd say Deadpool's probably opened up a good 2 to 3 second lead. Ooh, as he got pushed into the wall by the 98 a little bit there. The 98's trying to hold him off and stay on that lead lap. But he's in a hornet's nest right now. Oh boy.
Yes, he is. Coming up on lap traffic like that, it's really difficult to work your way through.
Yeah,
These lap traffic guys are running him very hard, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You don't want to lose, you know, you want to get that lap back, but you kind of got to be careful. You don't want to take the leader out at the same time or overdrive the car and then mess yourself up, you know. Deadpool still hasn't made his last pit stop or his final pit stop before the end of the stage, so I'm kind of trying to keep an eye when he's going to come in. He might be trying to save as much as he can so he only has to take a splash and go, you know. There he comes. As soon as I said it, he gets on pit road, which would hand the lead over to Bone My Toaster. We'll see when he gets. I think he's coming into. Yep. Ooh, we have another incident on the backstretch. They straightened it out.
Alright, so for our Cup Team River, we have RCR.
Hey, actually, I like that.
Deadpool is on pit road.
Get to drive a Chevy. I love it.
Yes, sir.
First season here in Giggity, I was in a Toyota. Season 2, I was in a Ford.
Now you got to where you want to be.
Yes, sir. I'm a bow tie guy for sure.
That's right.
See Robbie here. I'm on board with Robbie. He's running a really clean race. I think he's just kind of he just let Grim go. He's kind of just scouting things out. I think, you know, he's.
And hopefully we can wait till tomorrow for my Xfinity, because I hadn't even went through and wrote down all the Xfinity numbers yet. So going back to the race, is Deadpool still in the lead? Looks like he is still holding it in there.
Yep.
Because I think those two trucks in front of him is the lap down trucks that pitted with him.
Yep. He's actually putting some of the faster guys a lap down too. I mean, he's on a rail right now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Alright, keep track of that leader, and I'm going to run through the field on my toaster. It looks like he is about 2 or 3 seconds off of the leader right now. He's got a few lap cars in between them. That 24 might be for position that he's racing for, but...
Intimidator, he may have missed that road. The 98, I've seen him make a few mistakes tonight. He got
the 44 of old guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and we got a big wreck. Oh, boom, my toaster hits the apron and spins out. That leaves old guy in second place at the moment.
That's a good run for old guy.
I tell you, man, he's a tough competitor. Like I say this all the time. I raced almost a full season with him last year, and I had my hands full with him and Trey the whole entire season. We raced back and back.
Oh, it was a 4 hits the apron right in front of the leader. I see a lot of these guys. This is a place you do not want to get on the apron. It will shoot you right up the track in front of everybody.
And some of the captains that is watching, I'm a ride here a full lap with Night King, so y'all can kind of get to see how he holds his line. I know he's one of the guys that is a free agent. So, and we take the checker flag with him, and we'll run around and let you see a full entire lap of how he runs this track. I think that's another good thing that we can start doing on broadcasting is, you know, work our way through the field and actually watch some of these guys run.
Most definitely.
You know.
I think we're at the end of stage 1. I'm pretty sure. As I see Deadpool's had to come to a halt. Some of the other guys haven't. But,
yep, and that is the end of stage 1. As we go to our race reporter and see how everything is going. Are you there, Shadow?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm glad I have my mic off.
Yep.
I just finally figured out stages. All right, man. So we're going to this next round here. Stage winner that was Gunner, followed by Deadpool, then Chaos, Apex. You heard. Old Guy, UK, then me, Pro Ripper, and then Night King.
And that's another free agent, guys. Pro Ripper. He was talking about it before the race that, you know, he was hoping to put on a good
just to
showing
let you guys
tonight.
know too, we get about probably I think 20 some odd laps of gas.
Yeah.
So, all right, I gotta get rolling here, guys.
All right, guys.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, bud.
So we see the 69 and actually got the lead here. And
yeah.
See if he can. That's Night King. Let's see if he can hold off Deadpool here at the beginning of the stage.
All right, Ripper, can you watch Night King and stay on that battle? And I'm that hard contact Deadpool in the wall. Huge wreck. Oh man, that's gonna mess him up for the second stage. Hopefully he can come back from that.
Wow. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of guys affected by that.
Yeah, definitely. We see it all the time, man. When you're running that high line at Dover on a restart, you really have to back out the gas, and it's a big disadvantage on that high line because if the car on the inside of you, if he squeezes up just a little bit, you will hit that wall if you do not back out the gas. Happens all the time.
Yeah, I do not. I hate restarting on the outside here just because of that fact. A lot of people. It feels good, like you can hold it down there, but then when you go to exit, it just drifts farther and further and further towards the wall, and if you're on the outside, you're going to get slammed into it, most likely.
That's right. That's right.
Got to really trust the guy underneath you, or just back out of it and let him have it.
Well, Roofer, if you want to stay with Night King, I'm going to move back through the field, so these guys can get a run of how some of these other guys are running. This is Chaos Boss. I think he is looking for a ride, too. So some of the captains that's watching might be interested in him. We'll run a lap with him. He's looks like he's sitting there, maybe close to the top. Maybe top 5 or top 8 or so.
The very first time I watched him, I actually kicked him out when I was running because I didn't see him sign up, and he was like, "Man, I was supposed to qualify," and I was like, "Well, if you don't mind starting dead last, I'll get you back in the race." And he come up
right.
33rd and finished 3rd. So.
Oh, it looks like he had a little lag issue or something. He just went up and smacked the wall pretty hard down the straightaway.
How about Night King? Does anybody know if he is a free agent? That would be a good signing for Trey or Robbie or some of these guys that are trying to build their team. He's doing a really good job right now up front.
Riding with our in-race reporter right now, Shadow. He's running pretty good up there. You know, I think he got caught up in that little issue. Oh, we got a truck up the track, hit the wall hard, the number 21. I'm not sure what that is, but he did a good job getting around that, missing that. Sit back to Exotic. Looks like he's running a pretty good line. It's out there cruising, trying to get stage 2 under his belt.
Oh, the 98 around again. He's having that's the 4th time I've seen him around tonight. There's a couple guys that are around in the backstretch.
Yep. As we ride here with W. Broom, he's also looking for a ride. He's really good with setups and stuff, but sometimes he gets a little aggressive on the track, but other than that, he's a pretty good driver too. You know, he would be a good asset to a team as far as setups and helping people with cars that don't really know how to do setups.
Yes,
he has been a mentor of mine for a while. He has actually helped me learn how to do setups, and you know, a good many people. He'll always help you if you ever need help. All you got to do is go to him and ask him, and he'll give you his setups or help you learn how to do it or whatever. But his track etiquette's a little rough sometimes, you know. But he means well. He doesn't really mean to wreck people a lot. He just, you know, gets excited and drives really hard, which you have to sometimes. But
you do. If you give an inch, people will take a mile. I mean, it's kind of hard to be the nice guy on this game. It really is.
It is. As you ride,
Robbie just made contact with someone. Big wreck on the back stretch, actually. But I tell you what, I think he's in 2nd place here. Pro Ripper is pretty much in that 18 and has stayed with that 69 pretty much since the beginning of stage 2.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. So I mean, if Trey, Robbie, them guys are looking for a truck driver, he is wanting to get signed.
Yeah. We're riding here with you heard 121. He looks like he can hold the line pretty well. Looks like he's got good exit off the corner or good entry. You know, this is what captains look for, is how they hold their line and how they handle themselves in traffic. We don't see a lot of traffic going on right now, but...
Ooh, the 98 around again. Oh, I don't know if he chose the slider 9, but I've seen him come around at least 5 or 6 times. Ooh, he's caught. Well, he's ghosted up, thank goodness.
Yeah. And who was our leader now? Is it still Gunner?
Yep.
Okay. And that's who we're riding with now.
Night King, actually.
Night King?
Gunner passed him. Yeah, Night King in the 69. I haven't seen anybody get around him since the restart. I do the 18's back there stalking him, but a Pro Ripper. But I have seen Deadpool moving back through the field, so I believe he has stayed on the lead lap. He will be someone to think about when the end of this stage to get back to the front, I believe.
Yeah, most definitely. You're riding with Duchette right now in the Duchette 88. As he comes up on his truck, let's see how he handles himself. He dives it in real hard. Oh, big contact with that truck. And see, that's the kind of thing that we kind of look at to see how you handle yourself when you come up on traffic. That's kind of not what you want to see. You know, you want to take your time a little bit more coming under trucks like that, especially if it's for position.
Yeah, you've got to be patient. Night King's actually coming on pit road, our leader, so that's going to give the lead to Pro Ripper, actually, until Pro Ripper makes his pit stop. So he's having a good race tonight.
Let's try to run, find Pro Ripper and see how he's running right now.
He might be coming to pit road here soon, but right now he's doing a really good job.
There we go. There's Pro Ripper. Let's see how he handles himself, getting on and off pit road and running a couple laps with him. it's the kind of thing I hadn't been doing lately. But when it comes to developmental, this is how I think I'm going to do it from now on. We're going to go through the field so y'all can get a good idea of how these guys run and how they run their line and how they handle themselves on the track. Because if you just watch the leader the whole time, it's kind of hard to tell what the other guys are doing.
Yep, I can stay on the leader as you're going through the field and just getting everybody a little airtime, and if anything happens up front, I can kind of, you know, let everyone know, because it's hard if you ever lose the leader. Sometimes it's hard to figure out who the leader is again. So, but
that's
right now,
right,
man, Pro Ripper is really he's got a full straightaway on everybody. He hasn't made his pit stop yet, but he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he is. He's actually kind of a newer driver. He just moved up from dirt not long ago, as I was talking to him earlier, and he's just trying to learn and trying to do his best. He went from running, you know, laps down to running in top fives, and all within about 6 or 8 weeks here. So, you know, it would be somebody good for them to look at.
Most definitely. And someone you can, you know, might be able to get a top 5 or, you know, a championship in dirt series as well.
That's right.
Pro Ripper's actually getting on pit road right now. Does a really good job, actually. I like the way he got on pit road. He didn't just run it in there at full speed. He slowed down, turned 3, got on the apron.
Nice and smooth. Didn't want to take any chances and spin that truck.
Exactly. You get in there too hard at a track like Dover and try to go full speed, you'll miss it and spin out.
That's right.
C-Dub is another one up. I think he tried to pit. I think he's out of gas, actually. I'm on board with him. Him and another yellow car are creeping the pit road. I think they miscalculated. I believe are we on 3 times wear tonight or 2 times?
3 times wear.
Yeah, 3 times, yeah. That gas, you'll think at the beginning of the run, it'll say, yeah, you got plenty of gas, but by the end of the run, you'll end up being a lap or 2 short. It's just, I've noticed that's how it works on 3 times.
And here we come to leaders. Ooh. Oh, big contact between the leaders there. Looks like Gunner got doored pretty hard there. Because that might let Pro Ripper keep the lead there, because they was coming up on him pretty hard. Probably would have passed him for the lead, but I think that's your leader.
I think so. As I've noticed, Deadpool has probably made his way back. It looks like at least in the top 10, as he's making his way back through traffic.
Yeah.
And Ball My Toaster. They got involved in that early wreck in stage 2, but they're both doing a really good job of getting their way back up to the front now.
That's right, and along with Ball My Toaster, because he's really needing to ride too. Pro Ripper and him is needing to ride, so let's see how he runs his lines. Give you a little bit of a hood view. That'll show you a good bit of, as he took that hard and spun out. I think that was a broadcaster's curse right there. We put the camera on him, and it seems like it happens sometimes. Yeah, that's right. Yep. And he loses a good 4 or 5 positions right there.
I don't know if Night King, I think Night King is probably back out into the lead, because I noticed the 18 is back behind him now. I'm pretty sure Night King is our leader at the moment, but I'm trying to see who this is right behind him in that red truck. Shadow. Okay, that's Shadow right there.
I think Intimidator is needing a ride also. I think he's a free agent.
Ooh, 78 of Gunner around. Oh. I think some of these guys tried a little high slider is what it's looking like, and they're getting really loose off exit.
That's right. And under practice, man, we run a good bit earlier, and it come to find out with me, the best of both worlds was a 5 or a 6. Anything higher than that will definitely kill you on the long run. And with this race being no cautions, you really want to set that truck up for long runs.
Most definitely.
Because you're not going to have any short runs with no cautions. As we get to 16 under Intimidator, gave him a little bump and shoved him up the track. That allowed a 16 and a 73 to get by him.
Yep. I noticed that there is a lot of guys that like to run that slider 9 in trucks, and it's great on the short run, but as soon as the tire starts to wear a little bit, it just gets really loose off. Everybody's used to it because on NASCAR Heat 3 you didn't have that effect. You know, your tires didn't quite wear the way they do on here.
Looks like 2 trucks just got under Night King. Is that a pass for the lead?
I think
or
so.
Or are those lap trucks?
We're racing for 8th and 9th right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is our leader, Grim?
Night King right now. I just passed him to get back on the lead lap.
Okay, okay. That's what I was thinking. But
get it.
Great job on getting that lead lap back, bro. Night King's being very smart right now. He's holding. Seems like he's holding back a little bit, saving his stuff up. You know.
That's smart racing. It really is. You know, that one night we were running the one track, you know, Jake had a huge lead, and then all of a sudden, like an 18-second lead on me, and it went to 6, but we talked about it afterwards, and he told me, he's like, man, I was just trying to let Robbie get his lap back, and there was no reason for me to push things, and I said, yeah, man, I totally agree, you know, you're the leader, if you can go as slow as fast as you want, you know.
That's right.
It's not really cheating for you to let your guy back on the lead lap. That's your decision. You know?
No, absolutely not. And it ends up helping you too, because when you do that, you're also saving your stuff. You're saving fuel.
Right.
You know.
Night King's custom setup. I mean, custom paint scheme. I don't know how he got that on the hood, but I've never seen that sponsorship before. I do. I like this.
No, I haven't either.
Truck. Right.
Great looking truck.
Yeah, one of the better customs that I have seen. Let's see if I can get it behind the view. If anybody's in contention, I don't know. Night King just kind of walked away.
Yeah, it looks like he's running away with it.
If he is a free agent, I would definitely be looking at him.
Most definitely, because I like the way he holds his line. I like that he's not using his stuff up at the moment. He seen those lap car trucks coming. He didn't fight them. He said, hey, y'all go on by. Y'all good. You do your thing, you know. I'm doing my thing. You do your thing. So that's what it takes to be a champion in this league. You know, it's a lot of give and take.
Yeah, I hear from a lot of guys, they think that, you know, they'll be like, man, I got to go out there and win the race and do everything. I said, and I tell them, that's not really what all the captains are looking for. They're looking for a guy that knows how to take care of their equipment, be patient,
that's right.
A clean driver. You can teach speed. It's hard to teach patience. So.
That's right. That's right. Oh, we got 2 lap trucks getting into it hard.
Again. Man, that 90. Oh, he just flips and. That's about the 7th or 8th time I've noticed him come around. But I honestly think he needs to tighten that thing up a lot. He's just way loose off the corner.
Let's see who that is in the 98. Let me get a rundown.
I think it's Intimidator. Intimidator, I believe.
Is that who it is?
Yes. And here comes Night King back on pit road.
That's right. Might be making his last pit stop for the stage.
That's what I'm thinking. If they had to make 2 in stage 1, I would most certainly think they would have to make at least 2 in stage 2. I think that would give the lead over to, I'm thinking, the 18 of Pro Ripper. Let me see here. It's either Pro Ripper or Old Guy, but I'm thinking it's Pro Ripper here. With Deadpool right behind him, so Deadpool's made up all that time. It looks like, and it's got all the way back to 3rd. It looks like. But they may have not made their pit stop either. So.
Yeah, and you was right. That is Intimidator. He's having a tough go at this track tonight.
Yeah, Dover is not everybody's cup of tea. Me personally, it's one of my favorite tracks. It's a rhythm track to me. You know, you just got to get into a rhythm just like you do at Bristol and all the short tracks. the 18, I just noticed he was slowing down, thinking to get on pit road, but he was slowing down in the wrong corner in the back stretch.
Yeah, I think so. If anybody's watching my broadcast, I am sorry for the notifications popping up. I meant to disable them during the broadcast. I don't know if it shows up or not, but
sometimes it just shows a little black screen at the top. It don't take up the full screen now. But
okay.
Great job of Deadpool getting back up there, though, man. He's already got back around Pro Ripper after, a lot of people just give up, get into a major wreck like that and just, man, it's over with no cautions being on. But I'm glad he got it back together and making a run back towards the front.
Looks like Night King is still your leader.
Ooh.
It gets a little bit sideways there.
Yeah, I just seen the 98 just run the 16 and JD was set over in the corner to get in. Not really what we're looking for,
No, definitely not.
Right. I don't know if Jay will do the same back. I doubt it. I don't think he's that type of driver, but I'm sure he's not very happy right now. He did get it gathered up, though. Let's see it get back to Bone My Toaster just got on the pit road. But Night King, man, he's got at least, I'd say, 2-second lead, if not more. Let's see how he makes his way to. Ooh, there's the 36 just slowed way up right in front of him. Night King didn't have nowhere to go and just sent him in the wall, but it wasn't really his fault.
And I just got word that Re-Intimidator of the 98, it's the first time he's raced on a wheel, so
okay.
Maybe that's why he's having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, that could explain a lot of things.
It looks like the stage is over.
Yep, I think
that's it for stage 2. As we go to our in-race reporter and let him give us a top 10 rundown.
I got second.
Heck yeah, good job, brother.
Good job.
I ran out of fuel coming down out of 3.
Good job, man.
And was Night King our stage 2 winner?
Deadpool. Deadpool got it.
Wow. Wow.
I am so proud of myself, though.
No, good job, buddy, for second. Yeah, you can give us the top 10 run through here.
We got Deadpool, followed by me, followed by Robbie Vids, Yeherd, JD, I can't pronounce his name. JD
Doucette, yep.
Then Night King 6, Pro Ripper 7th, Old Guy 8th, Apex 9th, and C-Dub 10th.
Good job, man.
Good job, man.
I don't even know how I pulled that off. I was... Woo!
I've noticed there's quite a few trucks on pit road. I don't know if that's a lag issue with being 30 cars, or that major wreck just made some people say, you know what, I'm gonna park it.
Yeah, that could be it. Some of them might have been pitting earlier too, trying to get their lap back. No, actually, I still see a good bit of them on pit road.
Yep. I'll tell you someone to watch right here, and we haven't talked about him the whole race. He's in
8 cars on pit road.
It's Kigo. Kigo is like the master of dirt, and he's trying to get more experience on this asphalt, and he's made his way all the way up to 4th place right now. I haven't seen him have any really problems tonight.
Let's watch Pro Ripper as he handles himself through this traffic, and get him a little airtime here, and let's see how he handles this restart. I know a lot of you captains might be looking at him.
Big wreck in the back, but I'm gonna keep up here in the front. It looked to me like he kind of let he knew Old Guy was faster, and he kind of just moved up and let him go.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want out of people, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Couldn't have asked for better. But Grimm's really putting the heat on Deadpool right now. I'm liking it. Oh, his Bone My Toaster is one of the guys around.
Oh yeah, that's a tough break for him. He was leading at one point in this race.
Yes, I'm not sure if he's a free agent or if he's signed, but I know he's really fast, so I know he'll probably get a little aggravated right now because he had a really fast truck. But
Jay Doucette putting together a pretty good run here. Sitting here riding with him, he looks really smooth. He's trying to chase down that pack. I think he had a little issue on the restart. He might have got raced a little hard, but some of these captains out there looking to sign him, man, that would be a good, safe bet.
Is that Robbie in third? Oh, it's UK parked it too. Wow. Yeah, Robbie's sitting here in third, having a heck of a run. So we got Deadpool, Shadow Grim, our M-Race reporter, and Robbie 123 with Old Guy fourth and Pro Roper fifth. These guys have been strong all night.
Yeah, very strong all night. And Jay Duchette's actually running those two trucks down. He looks like he might be taking the path. Let's see how he handles himself in this situation. The 18 running in there pretty hard. Just Duchette just backs out a little bit and then puts it under him. So that's kind of like
Shadow's peeking for the lead, and actually he does it cleanly. Or he hasn't made the pass yet, but they're side by side. His Deadpool looks like he gets out of it a little bit and didn't want to force things too hard. They're still running side by side though. That's what I like.
Yeah, definitely good racing up here.
Too. Yeah.
Towards the front here. As we'll watch
Shadow
these.
took the lead. Yeah.
So we watch these leaders for a few minutes and let's see how they run. There's some interesting racing going on up here at the moment.
Deadpool is probably one of the faster guys on this game, so that just shows, you know, how much Grimm has practiced and put work in here at Dover to be able to get around him. I mean, I know he was running 24-1s earlier and got the pole, so Shadow doing a heck of a job, and so is Robbie. They're all within like a half second, not even 0.2 of a second apart. Kigo did a good job of getting out of their way. The old guy's coming back there in fourth now. He likes him some Dover apparently. For the people that don't know, that's actually RJ Smitty, one of our Cup guys. That's his father, and RJ's, you know, they help each other, you know, get better. And I just think it's cool having a father and son team, you know, racing in the same league.
Yeah, most definitely. That's one of the reasons why those guys were so good every single race. You know, RJ's a really tough competitor, so is old guy. I mean, you know, I raced a few races in Cup, and I've had to race RJ really, really hard, and I raced a bunch of races in trucks and raced old guy really, really hard, so.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when I ran the Glen and was able to get around RJ Smitty and to finish third in front of him, I was, you know, proud. Jake and Noko got the win, but I finished third, and he made a mistake there, but just how good he is at all the tracks, you know, it just kind of was one of the highlights of my NASCAR Heat 4.
That's right.
Career, yeah. But Grimm right now is really impressing me, man. Since he signed with Robbie, it's like it's gave him some confidence, you know, in himself, and he's putting the hammer down right now. He's actually walking away from Deadpool a little bit.
Yep.
Everybody's going to want to be the in-race reporter if he ends up winning this thing.
Yeah.
He's just smooth, man. I'm watching from Robbie's view, and he's not bobbling any. He is just getting in that corner perfectly, out of the corner perfectly. Looks like he's really picked up on the wheel quick. You know, he was having problems with it and was getting aggravated at first, but it's starting to pay off, it looks like, for him. He's just really smooth getting in the corners.
Yeah, definitely.
In that black. I mean,
let's go back and ride with Night King. Looks like he got into some issues at the beginning of that race. He's all stuck by himself.
Is that our numbers to choose from?
Actually,
that you just put across?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody picked any yet?
I don't think so, buddy. So you would have first pick.
I'd be honored to run that 3. Ooh, I hope the 98 is ghosted up. Thank goodness. All right. That would have took all 3 of the leaders up. I mean, if no one else will, I mean, I'm sure everybody wants it, but I would really be honored to drive the 3 or the 8, actually, so it wouldn't bother me either way.
You got the 3, bud.
Man, I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, Night King's on pit road. The old guy went around and he's going to stay out there for a little while. Bunch of guys on pit road.
Alright, I see Captain Jack. He's going to be another one of our cup guys.
Yep.
Got the 8. Deadpool, he'll probably want the 31. He probably can't chime in right now because he's in the middle of the race, but I think he likes that car. We'll have to ask him after the race.
Yeah, definitely. Right along with Pro Ripper. He's got some pressure on him from the 98 truck. Let's hope the 98 don't cause him any issues. Being the first time on the wheel. I know Robbie's pretty mad at him here at the moment. There's a good many people that's not too happy with him on the track.
Yeah, I just happened to notice. I kept seeing a yellow.
Oh, he gives him a hard shove and pushes him up the track. That is not what the captains like to see right there. And I'm pretty sure Pro Ripper did not appreciate that and probably will retaliate. If he doesn't, it'll show a lot of poise and show that he is matured as a driver.
Yes. Because it's hard not to whenever, you keep getting it over and over to not give it back.
And I think C-Dub is that number 82, right?
Yep.
Yeah, C-Dub just give him a little bump to help him get going there again because he kind of went high up the track.
The 98 spins out again. It's the white truck in front of Pro Ripper. He was trying to get into him and the white truck wasn't having it.
So who is our leader now? Is it Archangel?
I think it is. Actually, they're all getting on pit road. It's Grim, followed by Deadpool, but they're all on pit road 1, 2, 3 right now. So that would probably leave in.
That's right 19. Along with Robbie. He's coming down pit road at the moment. I think Robbie and all of those 3 are the leaders right there. Yeah.
And I think Apex is in 4th, because he come down pit road with them. And he's another guy that's been impressive here. As Exotic Apex, he has been signed, I believe, by Canuck, and he's done a good job.
That's right.
See, now Pro Ripper gets on, so whoever gets off pit road is probably going to take the lead over him.
Robbie is done with his pit, and he might be beating him off pit road. Yeah, looks like Robbie beat him off pit road. I don't know if he took strategy or pit crew just got it done for him, but the 73 probably will be your new leader.
Yep.
Good job on that, Robbie.
Yes, sir. And it put Deadpool back into 3rd, so it's going to be interesting here.
Yep.
With the 98 right in the mix there with the leaders. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that might not be a good thing.
Clean.
Let's hope he can realize, hey, this is the leaders. Let me get on out of the way here. Yeah, I think he moved down and let him go.
Oh, then he jumps right back up in front of. Okay, get around him, Deadpool. There we go. All right, he cleared him. Ooh, but then he jumps right up in front of Exotic Apex and kind of slows him up. But when you're several laps down like that, just try to stay to the bottom. You want to hold one line, either bottom or top, so the lead lap guys know what to do. If you're holding the middle and going back and forth, they have no clue where you're going to go.
Definitely.
Yeah, Robbie is doing a heck of a job tonight. I always call him the road course ringer because he always has good results at the road courses, but he says he hates road courses.
That's right.
So this might be his bread and butter here.
Very well could be in this stage 3 now.
Yes.
Okay.
We're in stage 3. Which I would believe it'd probably be around 40 laps since the stage 1 and 2 was around 20, but it'll go pretty quick. You can cut,
Let's see if we can get our in-race reporter in here for 1 second and see what the lap count is, buddy. Can you give us a lap count?
We're at 118 out of 200 right now.
Okay.
Okay, plenty of laps left. Ooh, as Deadpool got into the wall hard.
About 80.
You are in 2nd, right, Shadow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I thought. Good job, buddy.
So about 82 left. 81 or 82 laps left. I see you putting the pressure on Trey pretty hard, man. It looks like it's going to be fun here at the end of this race for you. Good job tonight, man.
As Exotics made his way up on the Deadpool, I don't know if Deadpool try to change in the pits and it just didn't work out. He's starting to fall back a little.
We ride with C-Dub here and give him a little airtime. I don't think we're really talking much about him tonight, but
no, we haven't actually.
He is a Canadian. I like the Can-Am on his bumper. We Team Canuck at the moment still, and I always show love for those guys. Man, RKM is one of the best guys I've ever raced for in my life. I mean, he's really understanding, really great captain. Anybody be really lucky to be picked by him. But C-Dub looks like he's running a pretty good line here, just sitting back watching everything play out.
I noticed Puddin' in the chat, man. I appreciate you being in the chat, Puddin'. Like I said, if you want to come up here and join us up in the booth, I can send you an invite, buddy. But I thought you was racing tonight, or I would have. But thanks for viewing, man. You're one of the fan favorites.
Yeah, definitely.
Likes old Pinky Puddin'.
Oh yeah, they like him in the booth now.
Yes, sir.
He does a good job commentating these races now.
Really entertaining. Funny too, you know. He's got a good sense of humor.
Right along with Intimidator, it looks like he can halfway hold the line. Maybe that's his main problem. Yeah, I could see it now as he came off of turn 2, look like there. Oh no, that was turn 4. How he drifted way down the track. That's probably a wheel issue. Him getting used to the wheel as he saw him back and forth on it. You know, you should see him get better by the end of the year. Hopefully he'll be picked up when draft time comes.
Yeah, he just went on pit road. It looked like his tires were starting to fade. He was getting really loose. If he can hear us, if I was you, buddy, go up on your wedge or down on your right front, and it'll tighten that thing up a little bit.
Riding here with Archangel, he's doing very well tonight.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Ark actually a whole bunch tonight. He helps out a lot in the booth.
Yeah.
Good to see him having a good run here, actually.
And Penske, JL22 asked if we do the Cup Series. Yes, sir, we do. We broadcast every truck series Wednesday nights around 7 o'clock. Sunday nights around 7 o'clock is when we run. Custom Cup is Wednesday nights. Slider Cup is Sunday nights. And I would definitely be looking to watch us then, because we are in the playoffs and you're going to see some exciting racing. So that's Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as the opening round of the Xfinity playoffs start at, we're going back to the same tracks but it's not going to be custom setups tomorrow night. It's going to be slider setups, but Martinsville and Darlington is opening round for the playoffs. So it's going to be a fun night. As I'm actually, Shadow made his way around Robbie. I mean, he's got a heck of a truck tonight.
Yes, he does.
I am really proud of him, because the first day he bought his wheel, he was ready to take it back, and I said, no, just keep practicing. I promise you, you will like it. And
yeah,
he's made a lot of progress, man.
Let's see if we can't find Shadow and ride along with him.
Yeah, he's in that red 12. So smooth, dude. I don't see his truck going back and forth. He's just staying in that black and riding. I like it.
That's absolutely what you got to do here at Dover. You got to be very smooth. It's a technical track. You got to hit all your braking points perfect.
And he's on a T150. There's a lot of people that, you know, they think the T150 is not as good as a wheel as a G29 or a T300 or a Fanatec, but I'll be honest, man, I love my T150, and I know Robbie even runs a T80 and is always competitive on a T80, and it doesn't even have force feedback. So really, you know, you can go spend the money if you have one on a Fanatec, you know, but if you don't, these cheaper wheels aren't bad. Yeah, Robbie and Shadow are 1-2 and teammates.
That's right, sticking right there with each other.
Yeah, right.
Who's the yellow and black truck right behind them? I know we mentioned it earlier.
Night King, I believe.
That's right, with Night King and Steve. Because I know he needs a ride really bad, and that would be a great pick for somebody.
I think you're exactly right.
If my team was not full, I would sign him right now in the middle of this race.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight. Deadpool's on pit road. A couple of these guys, I like Deadpool's strategy here. You know, he fell back a little bit. He's going to try to short pit a little and see if he can catch up a little ground, I think.
Yeah, sometimes that works, you know.
Yes.
You running on fresher tires and you're about a second faster than they are, so
right.
You could gain a few seconds.
Right. As long as you don't have to make an extra pit stop compared to the other guys, you're good.
That's right.
If they stay out, let's say 2-3 laps, you're going to gain 2-3 seconds on them. So, I mean, as long as he's in his fuel window, it's a really good call.
That's what I usually try to do. I usually try to pit either the first lap into my fuel window or the second one. I don't try to go any further than that because you lose tons of ground whenever you do that.
Exactly.
Sometimes you'll make it back up at the end whenever their tires wear out and your tires is better. But if you don't have a lot of race left, it's hard to make it back up.
It sure is. That is true. Short pitting, I use that strategy quite a bit, and it works for the short term, but like you just said, during the long run, they're going to have the 2 or 3 fresher laps tires, so you have to, I mean, it can be good at times, and it can be bad at times.
Yep.
But
Woodruff Racing just asked, is the end race reporter winning? And yes, sir, I think he is at the moment. He is first, Robbie Viz in second, and I think Night King is third.
Yep. With, I'm pretty sure that's Deadpool right behind Night King.
Yep.
Shadows raced a great race tonight. Woodruff, he is on the money, man.
Yeah, I absolutely love racing trucks here at Dover, man. Because you can get into them and drive them absolutely really hard. You can't really drive the Xfinity and the Cup cars hard like you can the trucks. You can't really get in the throttle as early as you can with the trucks because you will wash up and smack that wall on exit.
Yes.
Especially on the slider when you don't have your truck set 100% the way you want it.
Besides Daytona and Talladega, this is my favorite track because it's sentimental to me because first season of Giggity, when it was only like 8 guys, I swept both Dover races and got my first win at Dover's, and I didn't in the truck, so I've just always loved this track ever since.
That's right.
It's a really good track for guys on the wheel. I've noticed it's not as easy for the guy on the controllers as it is on the wheel. It's like you said, if you're real smooth, let it roll in the center and not get back on the gas too early, you're gonna have do a good job.
Yep. It won't be long. I'll be switching over to wheel. I've run controllers since NASCAR 98 come out. I've never even tried a wheel, so it won't be long. I will be getting one once I get to my $2,000 goal mark that I have to have for my kidneys. After I reach that, then I will try my best to get me a wheel. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're able to get one, Ed, because like I said, not only does it make the game, to me, funner, because it's more real life, driving on the wheel, it's just certain tracks you can just hold such a clean line, and it's really fun. Wasn't you talking about getting the Fanatec CSL Elite?
Yeah, yep, that's what my wife said. She would definitely get me that once we reached our goal, and I have actually raised $504 on Facebook thanks to a lot of my racing friends and family and things, and we've had a few barbecues and stuff like that, so I've raised another 500 there, so I'm halfway to my goal. I do have a living donor, and I just had to show Duke University where I have $2,000 in a banking account, so I will be able to stay, because I had to stay a month after I get my surgery in a motel room right beside the hospital. So I'll stay a week after I get my surgery in the hospital, and then 3 weeks after. So I have to have that to be able to eat and pay for the motel room and things like that. My insurance will pay 100% for my donor and 100% for me. So, but we are working at trying to get there.
Yeah, Ed, and if there's a way we can share that link maybe on the Giggity Racing page for anybody that would like to donate, and if you ain't got it, even just share.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're a quarter of the way there, man, and this is a life or death situation. It
actually is on the Giggity Racing page. All you have to do is scroll down a little bit. I will share it again if need be, but anybody interested, man, it would surely be appreciated. A share actually means the same as a donation to me, because when you share it, then all of your friends and family members see it, and the more people who see it, the more help I will get. So actually, you know, a share means exactly the same as a donation does to me.
Exactly, man. I'm actually an organ donor myself, and I've let my wife know if anything, you know, happens to happen, I want my kidney to go to Ed. I mean, I hope nothing does happen, you know, but if it did,
definitely.
Right, man. Anybody out there that's an organ donor, man, if, you know, don't want anything to happen to anybody, but if you're able to give the gift of life to somebody else, I mean, that's just, it's a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate that too, Rupert.
No, man, I've actually told my wife all about it, man. And she has you on the Facebook and everything for just in case.
That's right. So
Shadow,
I'm trying
man.
to Exotic Apex. That's our third place car. Yeah,
yep,
that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yes. He's doing he's putting the pressure on Robbie, and that's what you got to do. Just kind of sit behind him and wait for him to make a mistake instead of just ramming it in there and shove him up the track. He's being really patient about it right now. So.
That's right. And to any of the guys that has quit the race and you haven't got a team yet, this is what captains look for. That exact thing right there is what captains look for.
I believe that was a 98. Almost took the leaders out.
Yeah, he did.
Loose in front of him again.
He did hurt Exotic really bad. I think he needs to go ahead and back out of this race and get some more practice going.
Yeah, I would practice on the wheel a little longer, man. It's just we don't want people to get a bad taste in their mouth, and then, you know, then they're not gonna sign you, you know, because they're gonna think you're dirty. I know it's probably not intentional first time driving on a wheel. You know, we try to give everybody a chance, but these guys, especially Shadow, he's driving his heart out right now, and I know it would crush him to get wrecked, you know, by, you know, a guy, you know, accidentally or on purpose, either way. That was the first really mistake that I've seen all night out of Shadow, and it really wasn't his fault because he was trying to avoid lap traffic there. He kind of overran that corner.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm sorry I got quiet, but I was putting in the chat to tell the 98 to please back out. I know it's not your fault, bud, but you did just kind of kill third place and almost killed the leaders. Go and get you some practice, man, and try it again next week. Race hard this week and get you some practice and try it again next week.
Yeah, he's holding. I'm watching it right now. He's holding Apex up again, but actually he stayed out of the way that time. Stayed up high. Yeah, it'd be better for you to just, you know, kind of stay out of these guys' way. You'll get more respect that way than you would by keep wrecking in front of them.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's tough. A lot of people think they can just buy the wheel and they're going to become Dale Earnhardt NASCAR Heat 4, and that's not the case. It takes hours of practice, just like it does on the controller. You know, as all our leaders are starting to get on pit road, actually.
Yep, and that might allow Apex to catch back up, because he drove it in pretty hard there to try to catch back up to those leaders, and it actually gained him some all that space that he lost, because he is right there with him now.
Ooh, the 98 almost took a Deadpool out. Oh, he did take another guy out. Oh man. 98. Since you're the host, I'm gonna write it in the chat and see if he'll park it. Ed, so I'm gonna mute up for a second.
Okay.
Just affected a couple more guys.
Yeah, I put it in the chat, but I don't know if he's seen it or not. He might have his stuff cut off, but as we're watching the leaders here on pit road, let's see what's gonna end up happening here. And the 98 wrecks again. He really needs to back out. That's just ridiculous. There he goes. All right, he's backed out now, River.
Okay, awesome.
We got all three of the leaders are going back. They just made their pit, and looked like Deadpool actually just went by them. Did Deadpool just take the lead, or?
Let's see. Actually, he's actually caught up with the leaders. He's only, let's see, I'd say a second behind now. As Grimm's still leading with Robbie second, Exotic fourth, and Deadpool is, third, and Deadpool is right there, right behind Exotic now.
Okay, yeah, he did catch up with him. It must have been a lap truck that got his lap back up there.
Yes, I think that could be C-Dub. Let me see here.
Yeah, it does kind of look like C-Dub.
Yeah, looks like this paint scheme. I don't know if there's a lag issue, but I do notice there's a lot of cars on pit road. There's more cars on pit road than there is on the track.
I think a lot of them has dropped out because, you know, they were getting wrecked pretty bad.
Yeah. With no cautions being on, it's hard. Really easy to lose hope because when you go more than one lap down, because you're not gonna get a caution to get it back.
Yeah, especially if you end up and you're already in the third stage. There's no chance of you getting your lap back.
As I'm wondering, we might get an update here from our in-race reporter who's actually in the lead right now. What lap are we on, Grim? If you're
actually, guys, I'm actually not in the lead right now.
Really?
I'm saving. I don't have enough fuel.
Oh, okay. So I see you just went back to fourth. I see.
Third right now. Robbie has the lead, followed by Deadpool. Duche is behind me, and Apex is behind him. We are I'm here. We are 158 out of 200, so we're less than 50 to go.
Okay.
Okay, well, don't run that thing dry, buddy.
So
have a heck of a race.
About 41 laps to go. It should go by
42.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, he's done a great job tonight, and that's smart. Once you know you're a little bit short, go ahead and save a little instead of ruining your whole race by running you totally out.
That's right. That's right.
Rather get a top 5 than ruin your whole race. So I like that.
So with 41 laps to go, does that mean the leaders just pitted? They don't have to pit again, or how many laps was you getting?
One more time.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds
Maybe
good.
2.
You're just trying to save so you can get on the same pit cycle as them. I got you.
I think he's trying to make it on one more stop.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie's looking really good tonight, man. It's always good to see a captain come in and race these races. I wish more captains would, so they can have a chance to race around these guys and actually, get a feel for the drivers they're about to pick. That was a really smart move for Robbie to come in and race this race tonight. I'm always here broadcasting, and I got my team filled up, but it would be a good idea, Trey, if you're listening, to maybe come in and race this race next week, bud. Get a feel for some of these guys.
Sorry guys, my son backed me out of the session. I'm trying to get back in, but I'm gonna keep.
Okay, you're good, Roofer. I can handle it, buddy. We got the 53 coming under Robbie right now. Can he make that pass work? Team Canuck trying to go to the lead, eh? Looking pretty interesting there. Trying to see who the 53 is at the moment. 19, it was the 50, 69. See if we can't move through Exotic Apex. That's who it is. And he did make the pass on to Robbie. Good job, Exotic. I know RKM's happy to see this going on. Yeah, and it's mentioned in the chat right now, Grim, you're doing a great job as an in-race reporter, and we'll probably be seeing more of this, man. It really makes it interesting to see your take on things.
Yeah, I like it, man. Woodruff, I'm glad he said something about it. I've had the idea before when we didn't have no one to broadcast for us in some of the Xfinity races.
Yeah.
I didn't know how it would work out, and sometimes I'm at the back, so you wouldn't get a chance to see the leaders unless I was out front. So
yeah.
It's a good idea, though.
Was you able to get back in the session?
Yes, sir. I'm back in now.
Yeah, we got Exotic Apex put the pass on Robbie, man, and he is actually stretching it out a good bit. Maybe Robbie might be saving a little bit.
Robbie's still leader, guys.
Oh, is he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Apex was lapped down. It's still me.
Okay.
It's still me, Deadpool, and then Robbie in the lead.
Okay.
See, this is what's awesome about having an in-race reporter, because we don't know if we lose track of the leader. It's really hard to get it back.
That's right. That's right.
I wish at the top of the screen where it scrolls through everybody's names, it just showed the position. I mean, it would be, I know it wouldn't be that hard to do, I wouldn't think, but hopefully they can patch it up, or in Heat 5, make it for us. We'll see how Robbie does here, getting on the lap traffic here.
Yeah, hopefully Heat 5 would straighten that out for us. I'm actually looking forward to when PlayStation 5 releases, and I think it's going to be 2020, spring of 2020. They're supposed to be releasing it, and it's going to be backwards compatible now. They just actually gave me the word that it's going to be backwards compatible all the way to PlayStation 1. I'm actually in a blog with PlayStation developers themselves, and they ask me about different games and things, sometimes opinions and things like that, and they say that's going to be backwards compatible all the way to PS1. So that's going to be pretty cool.
16 just took Robbie out.
Not good.
Man.
I know he is very mad now.
Yeah.
And that actually let 2 guys get by Robbie. I don't know if that was for the lead or not, but
yeah, that's tough for the 16. It looked like he was trying to go high to get out of the way, and it just bounced him off the wall right down into Robbie. He was trying to do the right thing. It did not work out for Robbie at all. Oh, man.
Did that allow Deadpool to get by him, or I can't really tell. Riding here with Shadow Graham, I'm pretty sure Shadow got by him at that time.
Right. Maybe even Deadpool. Let's see.
Yep, guys, Robbie's still in the lead.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
He kept the lead through that.
Robbie, for me wise, Robbie has about an 8.9 second lead over me. Deadpool's 3.7 in front of me. I have Apex behind me with 6 seconds behind me, and then Duche at 9.5.
Wow, Robbie is really getting it done tonight.
Good job, bud.
I think everybody's in saver mode right now, though, because they haven't caught me, because we're going to be probably 3 laps short.
Yeah. Robbie is on pit road now.
Robbie just got on pit road, so he must have not been able to stretch it any farther.
Yeah, he's going to have to stretch it more then, because he was full bore, so that's why it's kind of why he had to pit.
Right.
All right, guys. I'll get back to you guys later.
No problem. And I can assure you guys, the 16 did not mean that he is a really clean racer. I kind of seen what he was trying to do. He was trying to go up high, just get out of the way, and just misjudged it, and it bounced him right into it.
And we have second place on pit road also. So
The 98, our intimidator is apologize. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna send him a message real quick. You know, hey, no problem. You did the right thing by parking it. I don't want him to feel like he's, you know, getting parked for. You know, I think he understands why. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing against him. He just need to let him know, hey, go the rest of this week, practice really hard on that wheel, and come back next Friday.
Exactly, and I'm gonna let him know if he needs any help. You know, I know a lot about the wheel. Maybe I can help him out. You know, I try to help everybody. Everybody here at Giggity is really helpful in any way they can be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just got word from Gravelly 15. He actually lagged out, so that's why he quit. Or he didn't quit, he lagged out, excuse me. Riding in with Robbie Viz, I still think he's got a pretty commanded lead. Doesn't look like he's saving. Looks like he is full bore and running that truck hard as he can. And he's just going to pit how it works out, and let's see if that works out for him. Hopefully it will. Let's see when our team captains get a win here in the trucks. The most important thing is he's getting to see like this lap guy in front of him is actually looking for a ride, and I think that is Red Intimidator maybe. Let's see if we can find out who that is. But what I was getting to is he gets to see how that guy runs, and that's the most important part. That's the Night King that he's about to put a lap down. And Night King is looking for a ride. And now Robbie's sitting there behind him, watching him how he's running, watching him how he's handling himself. You know, man. This is what you want to see.
Old guy just spun on the backstretch, and he was having a great night too. Hate to see that. As actually Grimm's just coming off a pit road now, so we'll see how this is going to work out when Deadpool makes his stop. I'm on board with Deadpool, and it looks like he's saving quite a bit. He's trying to save right now.
And it looks like Shadow Grim gets out in front of Robbie.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's for position.
Deadpool
that might be for the lap. He might be fixing to go a lap down because he was saving, so.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like Deadpool might be fixing to go a lap down. Yep.
Deadpool, if you can hear us, remember you can use that clutch, buddy. I know Dover is a tough spot to do it, but just when you enter that corner, mash that clutch in and let it roll. You will save fuel.
So we'll see how this strategy works out with him saving fuel, because if he don't have to pit again, and Robbie does, then he will get his lap back. So.
Right.
And we see Shadow Grim out front. Don't look like he's saving anymore. He's trying to go because Robbie is putting the pressure on him for that lap down. I'm sitting here riding with Night King, man. He's really impressed me tonight. The way he's racing hard to try to stay on the lead lap. Or if he's 2 laps down, or if he's 1 lap down, he's trying to stay from going 2. But he's really just keeping that truck right out in front of Robbie. He's not causing any issues. I'm sure when Robbie gets up on him, he'll let him eventually go by and not fight him too hard. But
yeah, I agree. He's impressed me a lot. He's held a really good line. Did a great job. And I found out the Intimidator, he's on a T80, and I've never ran a T80, so it don't have no force feedback. So if you are listening, Robbie may be able to help you out a little bit with the T80 because he owns one.
Yeah.
He does a good job with it. It's just, I've never ran one.
And Robbie's the type of guy, if you was to message him and say, hey, buddy, can I start practicing with your team so I can get better at this wheel? He will absolutely let you practice with his team, running his lobbies, anything, as long as you're trying to better yourself and not come in and like be a wrecker or anything like that, you know.
Most definitely.
But we could tell tonight it wasn't just you, it was your wheel that you had to get used to, so don't hold your head down, just go get you some practice and come back, buddy.
I think he's saving a massive amounts of fuel, but I don't know if it's gonna hurt or help because you can, with no cautions being on as fast as you can get on pit road and take that 3-second splash. I mean, he's losing us a ton of time.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see how it plays out here. He is just, I mean, he's in limp mode, literally.
Yeah. Oh. Night King gets in the wall a little bit, and that hurts Robbie hard. Doesn't look like he was trying to get up out the way, and just smacked the wall pretty hard.
I'm still impressed with his paint job. I don't know how he come up with that custom scheme. I've never seen that sponsor that's on his hood, but that's a really good looking car.
Yeah,
sorry.
I haven't either. I know they have a lot of new paint schemes in the new DLC. Maybe that's where it comes from, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably in the DLC, so that's where that gold edition comes into play. I myself, I didn't have the money to afford the gold edition, but now I'm kicking myself in the butt. I wish it's a great investment.
Yes,
to have
it is.
10 different paint schemes for every car almost, you know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm go back here to Deadpool again. I'm gonna see if he's still saving or if he got back on the gas here.
We'll jump back and watch.
He's still saving. Man, I don't see how this is gonna work out. Maybe I'm wrong.
The way Robbie's running, he's gonna have to take tires too, I believe. Because he is just running that truck still hard, pull out.
Yes. I'm thinking all of these guys, well, besides Shadow, I just went on Shadow's onboard and looks like he's saving too. We're going to see how it shakes out. It might work in Deadpool's favor if, you know, he's able to save enough and these guys got a pit. It could work out in his favor.
Yeah, it absolutely could, because, like I said, with Robbie running as hard as he is, he's not really saving tires. Right. So he might have to put 4 tires on that truck, and that's going to mean a 16-second stop, so.
Right. Yeah, splash ain't going to work when you're wearing your tires out, you know. You're just going to go out there and spin out or blow a tire.
That's right.
But you got to give the man credit. He said, heck with it, if I'm going to... He's going down swinging at least, you know. Let's see. But Ripper, he's ran a really good race all night too. He ain't made too many mistakes. As soon as I said that, he got on the apron, but he saved it. But
here comes Robbie making his last pit stop look like, and he actually lost a little bit of time getting on pit road. He kind of smacked the wall pretty hard there.
Ooh.
As soon as he crossed the line, I don't think it's going to give him any damage. Doesn't look like he's got any damage to that truck. It's actually as clean a truck as I've seen on the track all night.
I'm going back on Deadpool's onboard, and it looks like he's picked up the pace just a little bit, like he was saving early, just so he could have a better truck in the long run.
Yeah.
He's picking up the pace a little bit, way faster than he was, for sure.
I don't know why I was talking about the truck being clean. There's no damage on.
Right. Yeah, there'd be a few of these trucks that would be really wadded up right now if we did have damage on. Right.
And Robbie is coming off pit road. Looked like he might only took it 2 tires, the way it's looking.
Night King just got on pit road himself. I'm going to see when Shadow makes his pit stop. I'd run that thing as dry as you can.
Let's go to our in-race reporter and see how many laps we got left. I know it's closing down pretty good, probably inside 20.
Yeah.
Did you get a copy on that, Shadow?
Sorry, guys. It's about 7 to go.
Okay, yeah. So, with Robbie pitting, did it give you the break that you needed? Was you able to close any on him?
I don't know. I'm kind of borderline right now. I don't know if I'll have enough. I'm gonna try to stretch it.
Yeah.
7 to go, you said?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough fuel.
Yeah. Oh man.
Across the line for
tough.
6 right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. I'm a lap short at least.
Well, it was a good effort, man. You put on a heck of a show tonight.
I feel like a meat sack right now, man. I'm sweating.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, can you give us a leader rundown real quick?
Right now we have me, then Robbie, Apex, Douche, and then Deadpool 1 lap down.
Okay. So Deadpool was not able to make his lap back up after Robbie pitted, so that's going to hurt him tremendously. But good job on the race tonight, man. Let's hope. Actually, we're gonna.
I don't think I got it. I might be. I'm just coasting right now.
If you can coast, you still might end up with a top, 3 here.
Robbie's gonna take it from me.
It looks like that's Robbie in the background there, closing a little bit on you.
Yeah, I hope the boss man give me some little bit of leisure here.
Looks like he kind of is taking it easy, also.
Yeah, he might have only took 2 tires,
All right, come on, truck. That's your leaders now. You lap down, get on out the way.
Yeah, I see that. That could really be a game changer as he goes down right in front of Robbie.
Yeah, go down.
Oh. And put Robbie in the wall.
Oh yeah,
and then again into the wall. Oh
that's
my goodness, that's
just plain ridiculous right there, Steelers. You're a better driver than that, bud. You need to go and get out the way and don't try to block the second place guy now.
Yeah, he did it twice. That's not what we're looking for at all. That will get you out of the league, not into a ride.
Yeah, definitely. We can't penalize these guys, but that will get you from not being picked
penalizing themselves, right?
We got Robbie just past Shadow Green for the lead.
Hopefully Shadow can coast it home here and get a second place because he had a heck of a drive all night. I'm thinking though, now that Robbie passed him, if he slows down enough to let Robbie go by one more time, that'll be one less lap he has to. I've had to use that strategy before, save so much that I get lapped on purpose to have enough fuel.
That's right, and you'll still, as long as you finish above Deadpool, you'll still get a top 5 out of the deal,
Right.
Instead of running out of gas and losing all those positions.
Yes.
With 1 or 2 laps to go.
Let's see.
Yeah, Robbie's
16. Yeah, he's had a good race, man. All these guys that stayed out here, for the most part, really all, had pretty old guy. Doucette, they've all had really good races. Deadpool, Night King. Oh, Shadow's out at the line, but I think I don't.
Dude, I don't care. I'm happy. I don't care. That's the best finish I've had in Giggity.
Good job,
he did
man.
Make it work.
Yeah, he made it work.
So, I ran out of 2 and coasted that thing to 3rd.
Nice,
so we got Robbie Vids with the win. So who finished second, Graham? We need to try to get these guys in here.
Apex got it.
Apex. So we need to get Robbie, Apex, and you in here. Well, actually, you're already in here.
You want to give us a rundown? Just the guys that were pretty much remaining whenever you can see it, I guess. At least
give us the top 10.
Rundown,
top 10, 5, top 10.
It's in the booth, guys. Oh man, I gotta breathe.
No, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
You had an excellent truck all night.
I about 3rd stage. I'll let the interview go first. I'll be 3rd. I'll do the interview. I'll wait till everybody get in here and I'll do mine.
No problem.
Okay.
First place truck. All right, that works. I mean, I'm not gonna complain.
And where Deadpool finished? The 4th, 5th, or do you not sure?
Deadpool finished 5th.
He had the fastest lap.
Okay.
5th.
We're looking at now at the leaderboards. Robbie Vids was in first on a daily with a 24.059. Deadpool with a 24.090. And Exotic, he come in 3rd with a 24.1, and Shadow Grim come in with a 24.1. I'm at the blue screen here for a second. Let's try to get Robbie Vids in here for an interview. And who finished second, bud? Exotic? Okay, and I got those two guys invited as soon as they join up.
I gotta use the restroom. You guys do your thing. I'll come in for my interview after. I gotta pee.
Sir.
Right back.
Robbie Viz, man, congratulations on the night, man. You put on a heck of a show. Stellar performance from your brother. How was it for a captain being able to race in this race and seeing some of these guys that you might be interested in picking up? And give us a rundown on how your race went, bud.
Yeah, absolute awesome race. I mean, I only came into tonight's race to see what the drivers were like in the developmental series, and there seems to be a lot of potential. My advice to them is, you know, even when you're having a rough race, run it to the end. Doesn't matter where you are, how you're doing, run it to the end. Because racing's racing. Doesn't matter if you're first, doesn't matter if you're 15th, doesn't matter if you're 30th. You know, racing's racing at the end of the day, and just enjoy what you got and where you are.
That's right, and we actually got word from the 98 that this is his first time on a T80 wheel. So we kind of give him some advice. Maybe he can reach out to you and maybe practice with you some this week, because since you're on a T80 yourself, maybe you can give him some pointers on how to get a little better. We did make him back out the race because we felt like he was causing issues with the leaders and stuff. But, you know, I told him, hey, go this week, practice hard, get used to that wheel, come back Friday and put it behind you. So maybe you can help him out in the future.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take a lot of patience and perseverance when you're running on a T80. Obviously, you haven't got any sort of feedback vibration, so you don't know how your tyres are doing. But yeah, if he just keeps practicing with what he's got and keep at it, and you know, get into them public lobbies, even use that as a test, I would recommend bring the sensitivity right down. Yeah, I think it's 3 from the left on the sensitivity and 4 from the left on the steering range. I do believe that's how I got mine.
Okay.
But I was running on a controller tonight, not
the
the
was
steering
you?
wheel.
Okay. Yeah, great job on the controller, man. I've run on the controller all the time. It's not easy.
There's a lot of good drivers out there, definitely.
Yeah. Roofer, you got anything for Robbie before we go to Apex? And
Yeah, man, I just wanted to say great job, man. You had a really good looking truck all night. You saved enough fuel, you know, you ran a really good race. And I just had a question. When Stiller was there at the end, kind of did, you know, got in your way and pushed you up in the wall, was you was you about to panic, or just did you stay calm and just, you know, get back around him?
I'll let you guys answer that. I'll let you guys answer that. What do you think I did?
Oh yeah, he was pretty mad and probably called him the W word a few times or whatever.
The only thing I did, I was like, oh, come on, man, I'll see it coming.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it was getting nervous, but you know, when you got the leaders coming up on you, my advice is stay calm. Don't rush to get out of the way. Pick your point. The leaders will see that you're going to pick your point, and yeah, just take it from there. Just be careful in what you're doing. Shadow Grim, solid drive all night. Exotic Apex, solid drive all night. Deadpool on the rails, and you guys saw it to the end also, as well as Night King. He did really, really well. He had a bit of a rough race, but
yeah, I think Night King might be one of the guys that's going to be picked up really soon. We gave him a lot of airtime tonight and watched his line, man. He drove a really nice race. The speed might not have quite been there, but he held his line and he done a good job.
Night King is going to be racing for Shin Motorsports.
I figured.
Next season.
Nice.
When did I pick him up? I think I picked him up about a week or 2 ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As well as Shadow Grim.
Okay.
As well.
You know you're number 1 on the daily, Robbie.
Yeah. Congratulations on that. 24,059.
You never know. Next season you might even see me running in a truck.
Yeah. I actually thought about that myself, Robbie.
Yeah. You know, even though we're captains, it doesn't mean we have to run in cup.
No.
We should run where we feel comfortable, where we think we belong, and if we've got faster drivers in our team, then they should be in the cup or Xfinity above us.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Yep.
You know, we could be good at running a team, and they could be good on the track. It's just the way things are.
Being a captain doesn't necessarily mean you got to be the fastest one on your team. It means that you got to be the captain. You got to know how to talk to guys, calm them down when they have issues. You got to know how to pick the guys. You got to know how to manage the team. You know.
That's very true.
I'm excited for Shen Motorsports, Robbie. I think you're gonna have a great season next year. You're putting together a great team, man, and no better way to find out how your guys are doing than jump out there and run with them. And I'll tell you, Grim, it really has impressed me, man. I know you probably have put in a lot of work with him, but he's come a long way in a short amount of time. It's really good to see, man.
Grim's been racing really, really well. He's got himself a new wheel, and his progress over the past week has been amazing. I want to do a quick shout out. I want to do a shout out to my boy Puddin. Love you, bro. Brother from another mother.
That's right.
So, and just for Puddin, I'd like to say playing some NASCAR, drinking some beer.
Well, great job, Robbie. We're going to move on to Exotic now and get his take on the race, brother. Also,
like Robbie said, it was you got to practice and everything with all these guys, and at least get know how to drive the line and drive better on the wheel and everything. But I gotta admit, it was very tough coming back from lap down after the second stage. It was very tough.
Oh, I can imagine. I seen you get involved in that wreck at the beginning of stage 2. Most of the field, besides the very front 2 guys, got into that incident, but I'm glad you didn't panic. You held with it and come back represented for Canuck. I'm pretty sure you're Team Canuck, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Great job, man. I know RKM's proud. I know Mills is proud, and dude, you've been great in every one of the truck races you've ran and the developmental, man. Can't wait to see where you land next year, Xfinity, or because I think you're going to be one of the better drivers out there.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that actually.
Yeah,
sir, man, great job.
Same for me, man. You had a stellar performance tonight. We gave you a good bit of airtime too, and was watching how you drove your line, man. You're really smooth, and you fought really hard, and I congratulate you, man, because it takes a lot for guys to keep their poise when they go a lap down, and to be able to come back from that, man, it speaks volumes to the type of driver you are, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, with that being said, we're going to move on to Shadow. Are you still there, brother?
Woo! Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so damn excited.
Oh, yeah.
No, man, I'm proud of you, buddy.
A third feels like a win to me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's what it takes sometimes, is just a little boost of confidence.
Oh,
man. And you start seeing the results on the track just by having the confidence and not being down on yourself. Yeah, man, I'm very happy for you, man.
I got to thank Robbie for that, really. He's been a good mentor these last couple weeks of joining them for next season. So, I'm not going to lie, though. Robbie, I really wish I had enough fuel, because I'd have loved to race you for that win.
The races we had. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I'm just going to sit here behind him. I know there was one point, round 1 and 2, you was going to let me go by because you got caught up with somebody. I thought, nah, I'm going to sit behind him and make him sweat.
Oh, dude, I actually had to take my shirt off after the race, man. I'm freaking drenched right now. It was a race.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I was a lap and a half short. I actually ran out Robbie coming out of 2 and coasted to 3rd.
Yeah.
That's
that
Deadpool
wind's
said
coming.
He saved 6 laps.
Dude, that wind's coming. I feel it.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
I feel it, man.
You're right there, buddy. And now that you got this confidence,
just to say right now, beating Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool. I must say, he's been helping me too on the sidelines. I mean, to beat him. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's an accomplishment, but it's Deadpool. He's quick. Like he's one of the quickest. I mean, if you guys look at the leaderboard, I mean,
we're looking at it right now, bud.
Minus custom setups. He was on a preset tonight. He's one of the closest to fastest drivers at Dover, and if I can actually pass him like that, and we were battling for the lead, and I drive off, I mean, I feel like my driving ability is starting to get better. So I'm just really excited and stoked.
Well, I'm a blue
I'm
screen
glad
for a
you.
second, and I'll bring Deadpool in. Let's talk to him too.
Oh, man,
But
I'm
you can
so
keep going
excited.
with your interview, Shadow.
I've kept it exactly the same for the past 3 weeks and haven't touched it. I got you. Like how many classes are you using now? Two. Yeah, that's what I'm.
My most comfortable to me
That's
is
all right.
2.
Now I got a shout out, and I don't really care about it either. I'll say it. The wheel thing is, that I was running a slider. I was running a slider 5 that race. I didn't run a very loose setup that race. I had some adjustments later, but my truck came in about mid-run, and it just took off. I just had to get it going.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the advantages of having the wheel. You on the long run, it really comes in, man. Just by being consistent and hitting that same lap, and
It just sucks. I kind of really wish I had about another 2 laps of fuel in each tank for the last 2 tanks. I
Oh
could have
yeah.
saved. I could have had and been able to race Robbie.
Well, I tried to invite Deadpool in, and doesn't look like he might not have got it or whatever. But
I think he's
man,
offline. He might. He just said, "Good, great job, brother." So he told me that. So
yep. But yeah,
man,
great job to everyone tonight, man. Y'all drove a great race. I know there was a few issues with some
there
guys,
is.
but Deadpool, take us through your race, brother. How'd you feel about your performance, and how was it saving fuel there at the end, buddy?
Fellas, I had one heck of a time tonight. That is the most fun I have had on a race in a long time. Shout out to you, Shadow.
Thanks,
Ran
bud.
a heck of a race, man. You
I,
knocked my wheels off. Nothing for you in that final stage. The truck wasn't right. I just had to speed in the last stage.
oh, I
I
ran out of
didn't even
gas. I ran out of gas out of 2.
Dude, I managed to save 6 extra laps worth of fuel. I didn't even hit that last run. The long way. I really am proud. I'm proud of you. And Peg, man, good job. You had a good truck, man. You ran by me like I was 16. So yeah, there's a lot of good guys over here. Giggity, I'm so glad to come back and race. And thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
And I'm looking forward to next season. I really am.
Yeah.
You got Deadpool here to race.
Oh yeah, I know you're one of the Southern guys, and once I found out you was from South Carolina, I was like, hey, it don't make sense for him to race anywhere but Dirty South Racing, so I had to pick you up, man. There wasn't even a choice. But
congratulations, guys. My mic's going dead. Just wanted to say
Yep.
congratulations.
man, a stellar performance, everyone. Y'all put on a heck of a show for the fans tonight. I pretty much got everybody some airtime, so all the team captains is watching, man. Some of these guys really deserve a ride. I would definitely jump on the wagon and pick them up quick. But Deadpool,
Shout out to K Caddy for letting me come back and race.
yeah, good deal, man. But
Glad to have you
Deadpool,
back, buddy.
Exotic, Shadow Grim, Robbie, y'all did really great tonight. Old guy, we
Pearl
had
Ripper, right.
old guy done really good, so we're watching that. We're watching the leaderboard right now. Bone My Toaster, I don't think he's been picked up. He showed a lot of potential tonight, and he's 8th on the daily with a 24.2. So any
Yeah.
captain's looking for a good driver, man, I would definitely try to pick him up. But
Most
good job
definitely.
on the race tonight, guys, and I think that's going to be it for the Giggity Racing League for tonight. Stay tuned, fans, for tomorrow night at 7, first round Xfinity playoffs and 2 tough tracks, Darlington and Richmond. It's going to be Martinsville, excuse me, Darlington and Martinsville. It's going to be exciting. Y'all need to tune in tomorrow night and watch that. Roofer, good luck tomorrow, brother.
Yes, sir. As soon as I get done charging my mic and eating dinner, I'm getting on and probably running 250 laps at each track at least, and I'll probably run another 200 tomorrow before the race. I want to be that prepared.
That's right.
That's what it's going to take.
But good night to guys, and good night, guys, and tune in tomorrow. It's been great in the booth tonight. Enjoyed it, Roofer.
Yes, sir.